What's going on, guys? So you want to record your Boss GT100 to your computer, but you don't know how? Well, neither do I. Wait, what I meant to say is neither did I, but after toiling for many decades doing research and development, I've finally come up with 27 ways to record to your computer. Actually, just two. Number 1. So the method that's the easiest and simplest, probably just the best way to do this, is to use a USB cable. So take a USB A to B, take one end, plug it into the GT100, take the other end, plug it into your computer, and magic things will happen. If you've ever used an audio interface before, this will work pretty much the same, because essentially a GT100 is an audio interface. And if you're like, what the heck is an audio interface? I've never used one before. In just a second, I'm gonna show you how to go about this process. First thing that you're gonna need, if you've never plugged this into your computer, is you're gonna need the driver. And so I'm gonna hop on my computer and I'm gonna show you how you can download and install the driver. So I'll post a link in the description below, but the other thing you can do, just do a search, look for Boss GT100 driver, look into the Boss website. But basically what you want to look for is this version 2 driver. The newer drivers are towards the top and the older stuff is more towards the bottom. Start at the top and work your way down, find what you need. You're gonna have to agree to some terms, save the file. Once it's done, click it to open it, and then just follow the steps. Once it's installed, then you're gonna need to restart your computer, but then once you do that, you should be good to go. So if you open up your DAW, you should see in your input settings, you should be able to find GT100. Select whichever output you want, arm your track, and now you're good to go. You should be able to hear and record your GT100. Now, you might not have a DAW currently, and I know some of the prices can be a little freaky, but there is a free alternative, and it's called Audacity. This is a free DAW you can download for Mac, Windows, even Linux, and it's gonna let you do some basic recording. I'm gonna jump back to the computer and I'll show you how to get it. Again, I'll post a link in the description below, but you can always search for it. Just, I don't know, go to Google, search for Audacity, go to the download tab, choose your operating system. Once it's done downloading, open the file, follow all the installation steps, and you should be good to go. When you first open up Audacity, you're gonna see something like this. Now, I don't wanna get too in depth with how to use Audacity, but just a couple basic things to look out for. If you look at this bar here, next to the microphone icon, there's a drop-down list. Now, you wanna make sure that you're seeing GT100 and that it's checked. So make sure that's selected. And then over here by the speaker icon, this is gonna be your output device. So wherever you want to listen to what you're recording. So it's probably gonna be set to your computer speakers by default. Now, the next thing to do, if you just wanna make sure that you're getting signal, that you have a good level, if you click up here where it says start monitoring, you're gonna be able to see a visual representation of your audio level that's coming in to Audacity. So what you can do, just strum a big E chord or G chord or E minor 7, major 7, 9. Just whatever, just strum a big chords, just strum the strings open and you'll kind of see where your levels are at. Okay, this is a little hot, but this is kind of where I like it for this particular patch, but that's besides the point. And then really all you have to do then is just hit record and just play. First thing you're probably gonna realize is that you didn't actually hear your guitar while you were recording, and that's somewhat intentional. Now, the thing is, if I hit play, I can hear it back. And if you want to hear your guitar while you're recording, what you can do is come up here to Preferences, go to Recording, and click this Software Playthrough of Input. Hit OK on the menu. Now let's record again. And now you can hear your guitar while you're recording. The problem is though that there's a lot of latency, and so that was actually really hard to play because the sound that I'm hearing coming from my computer is actually a little bit delayed from when I'm actually playing it. It's just because the computer has to process the audio, and so there's just a little bit of buffer time. Now there's some settings that you can tweak if you want to, research this for yourself and find out how to reduce that. Go for it, but monitoring your guitar in this way while you're recording isn't really the best option when you're using Audacity. Better option, go back up here to Preferences, turn off this software playthrough of input, come up here to your output device, select GT100. And now any audio from Audacity, instead of coming through your computer speakers, it's gonna come through the headphone jack of your GT100. The output level on your GT100 is gonna control the headphone volume, so make sure that that's turned down, that you don't have it cranked and blow out your ears. The output level is not gonna affect the USB audio at all. So you can set the output level to whatever you need so that you can monitor with headphones comfortably. I have my headphones on, I can hear my guitar before I even record anything. And so if I record along to this metronome track, I'm gonna be able to play along perfectly in time. I won't have any latency at all. And it'll be really easy to record with. So that's how I recommend you record when you're using Audacity. I mean, you can even go into your computer settings to the audio outputs and you can select the GT100 and you can have YouTube or Spotify playing through your GT100 as well, and you can jam along or record along with that. Now the second way to record is to use a separate dedicated audio interface. You can just run a guitar cable from the 1/4 inch out and just go direct into your audio interface. I mean, if you're just gonna run mono, plug it into the left output. If you wanna go stereo, then use the left and right. Now, I know some people are gonna freak out when I say to use like a separate audio interface, because it's like, why would you ever do such a thing when you can just run direct with a USB cable? But the thing is, there's like so many different scenarios that you might find yourself in when you're recording. I'm gonna hop back on my computer and I'll show you how to set up your audio interface within Audacity. Let's take a look. So we'll definitely want to utilize this click to start monitoring. Click it so that we can see our audio level, strum like a big E chord. And let's see where our audio level is at. Now we're gonna want it to be somewhere between -24 and -6. That's kind of a good sweet spot. So right now, if I give it a good strum, I'm way below that. So I'm gonna leave the gain level on my interface turned all the way down, and I'm just gonna start increasing the audio output on the GT100. I'm just gonna give it a little increase, and let's see where I'm at. Okay, that's a lot better. That's probably pretty good. I might just turn it up just a little bit more. And that's looking pretty good right there. Once our audio levels are looking good, we can record. Now, if you don't have an audio interface and you're interested in getting one, I'll put links in the description for a couple that I recommend. Oh, and one other thing that I recommend, if you jump into the system settings, press the system button, and then under the outputs, just make sure that the output is set to line headphones. I think that's probably gonna give you the best results for kind of doing these direct recordings. Okay guys, those are my 2 methods for recording the Boss GT100 to your computer. Let me know how it works out for you in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.